All right, everyone, welcome to the Gaslit Nation Early Show. We have a big announcement this Friday, March 11th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. That's 1 p.m. New York City time, as I always have to remember it. I am organizing, and Sarah, you're welcome to come if you want. I know you're busy. But I am organizing a fundraiser for the Kiev Independent and Proliska, a wonderful humanitarian organization serving the Donbas region of eastern Ukraine that's been under Russian invasion since 2014. And this fundraiser is going to feature the great Agnieszka Holland, the director of Mr. Jones, who took a chance on an unknown big nothing like me. Like, really, she's the one that got my film made by trusting in me. And that is a miracle. If anybody has any familiarity with how callous and misogynistic and gross the global film industry can be, Agnieszka was an angel that just came out the flaming sword and said, let's do this. So Agnieszka Holland, who also gave the world Europa, Europa, a stunning classic film about a Jewish boy who hides in Hitler's youth to survive. She also directed the original version of The Secret Garden. She's done dozens of films. She's directed episodes for House of Cards, The Wire, The Affair, Rosemary's Baby, and the list goes on and on. She's a master filmmaker, the elected chairwoman of the European Film Academy, I believe currently, or she has been for several years. She's a filmmaker's filmmaker. And if you love storytelling, if you love the power of cinema, if you love fierce women that are ninjas, because she's like a tiny little woman that has more energy than all of us combined, you've got to meet her at this fundraiser to help Ukraine. And also, we will have with us James Norton, the British star of Mr. Jones. He starred in Grantchester, and he was the crime-fighting priest. He was in McMafia, which is another must-see series about the transnational crime syndicate. He was in Greta Gerwig's Little Women and lots of other amazing films and television series. He's a stunning, brilliant actor, as you may have seen in his supernaturally brilliant performance in Mr. Jones. And so please come to that. You can get tickets, make a donation. They'll go directly to helping the Kiev Independent, and they will be transferring 50% of or so how much we raise for Proliska, serving humanitarian aid in Donbas. And you can find the link to that event page at the show notes for this special Gaslit Nation Early Show. Thank you for all your support.
Go see Mr. Jones on Hulu.
Yes, thank you, Sarah.
People are always asking us for solutions to things. And we're always saying we gave you the solutions when you had a window to implement them. You know, we told you over and over again, banks, not tanks. We gave you lists of names of people to sanctions, list of actions that you could take, lists of investigations that should be done, lists of compromised actors. And these weren't our opinions. All of this information was in the public domain, and it was incredibly urgent. And we were, dismissed, and we were rare. And in Congress, this is even more rare. That's why we kept bringing up Harry Reid, who wrote to Comey in 2016 and said, that Trump's relationship with the Kremlin was an urgent matter, a matter that needed to be addressed now. And we finally have the Democratic Party in power, in a position where they could address it and at least, tell the nation the truth of everything that's been going on. And they won't do it. There's a fundamental disrespect for the population of this country. They do not seem to think that they even need to serve the public. There's obfuscation, there's complicity, there's corruption. And then there's just, I think, cluelessness to some degree on the part of Biden's staff. They're still under this delusion that we're not noticing, the plague, the coup, the war, that we're focusing on, quote, kitchen table issues. But it's like, these are our kitchen table issues. These are the things that we have to cope with every day. Of course, they affect our lives, economically, psychologically, politically, what have you. Like, I don't know how long they could go on with this illusion. And I think, Zelensky, just the existence of him and his rhetoric and his actions and his commitment has raised the bar and expanded the horizon of political possibility. Maybe they'll feel some compulsion to actually represent the people of the United States in the way that he is representing Ukrainians Remains to be seen.